and thanks for joining us for this special event in recognition of the most successful fundraising effort in VCU's history, the Make It Real campaign for VCU. My name is Candace Smith, and you might recognize me as NBC 12's morning traffic reporter or 12 About Town host. I'm also a proud graduate of VCU, where I majored in broadcast journalism at the Robertson School of Media and Culture. A lot has changed since I was a student on the Monroe Park campus, especially in the past 9 months. Our community continues to face challenges and uncertainties during the COVID-19 pandemic. Our city, our country continue to grapple with the long-standing issues of social and racial injustice, prompting VCU to reaffirm its university-wide commitment to the principles of diversity, equity, and inclusion. VCU is fortunate to have the support of friends like you to help us move forward together. Today, we'd like to recognize the lasting impact of your generosity to VCU and the Make It Real campaign, which focus on fueling growth in 3 areas: people, innovations, and environments. Speaking of environments, I'm standing in an amazing one right now, the VCU Institute for Contemporary Art at the Markell Center, which opened its doors in April 2018. Committed to presenting the art of our time and providing an open forum for dialogue and collaboration, the facility was recently named a top 10 best new museum in the nation by USA Today. This remarkable institute is just one example of how the Make It Real campaign transformed our campus. And it would not exist if not for the generosity of supporters like you. Throughout our event, we're going to show you even more examples of how private philanthropy during the Make It Real campaign has touched every aspect of the university, our health system, and our community. You'll also get to see exciting performances and hear messages from some of our alumni and friends. But be sure to tune in until the end when we reveal how much you donated to the campaign. Virginia Commonwealth University and VCU Health are more than just places. We are a tight-knit, diverse community of people, students, faculty, staff, athletes, clinicians, researchers, patients, and more. We are especially thankful for the tireless efforts of our dedicated healthcare workers who are on the front lines of the COVID-19 battle. Let's hear from a few of our community members who are excited to tell you how your support has made a lasting difference in their lives.
Hi, my name is Anna Zwade.
Hello, my name is Nazneen Anwari.
My name is Benjamin Smith.
Hi, my name is Rachel Stevenson.
I'm Chanak Amarsekarage. I graduated in summer 2020 with a PhD in organic chemistry.
I'm a third-year medical student.
I'm a music performance major.
I'm a social work major.
Creative advertising.
Political science.
I am a second-year master's student in forensic science from Catania, Puerto Rico.
Currently, I have an 8-year-old daughter who gets to share this journey with me.
I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you.
So I'm very thankful to have had this scholarship.
This just takes a weight off my shoulders.
It has been more than just an absolute blessing.
As an educator, I am honored to be supported by a scholarship designed to help teachers.
I have gained self-confidence and the motivation to work extra hard.
I'm so thankful to my donors for giving me the opportunity to improve my education and focus on my studies.
It keeps me motivated in doing what I love.
My education wouldn't have been possible without the help and support of others.
To supporters of this scholarship, thank you so much.
I'm forever grateful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and go Rams.
Private support for students is crucial because it has a direct connection to student success. When we look at the data, we see that students who receive some form of institutional aid, funded by private support many times, graduate at a rate that is 10 percentage points higher than their peers who receive no institutional support. So scholarships do matter.
To receive this scholarship, it's such an honor. That someone out there is able to read my story and think that I am worthy of helping and wanting to support me in these ways. It is honestly very heartwarming.
Being recognized by receiving a scholarship, I think not only is great financially for students, but I also felt validated and seen for my passion for the work that I do. I see connections and make connections and talk to my classmates about the work we do, but it's really nice to be acknowledged by someone who's been in the field for so long, and by the scholarship committee for the passion that I have for this work.
At a time when the human experience and relationships matter, now more than ever, what better message to send to the change makers of tomorrow than investing in them with private support and affirming that they are where they belong, that they are supported, and that someone believes in them.
Receiving the Lacey Family Chair has definitely impacted my decision to join VCU. What the Lacey Family Foundation Chair did for us is to allow us to really take on very important high risk and high reward type of projects that are not typically funded by agencies such as the National Institutes of Health, etc. So this kind of chair allows one to really do something very innovative that could lead actually to transformative therapies, transformative findings. Again, it could help cancer patients.
The generosity of families, the Pauley family, the Littmans, and the many others, all of the contributions, they help us address needs or concerns that we can't address with the resources that we have. We have improved access, and we get prime, superlative diagnostic testing and can deliver advanced therapies. When the person comes in off the street, the research initiatives that go on here, not only are they meaningful for that individual, but also others worldwide that benefit from the research that's performed here. We're not just localized, we're able, through generous contributions, to extend some of this care to other communities.
In this role, I can serve as a connector for other people. I can help people make the professional connections to break down the silos that typically exist between community organizations, other professional organizations, schools, and the School of Education. One of the coolest things that I get to do now is to sit down with a teacher leader, a school superintendent, a curriculum specialist, and ask them, how can I help you? Without expecting anything in return. I don't need to publish off of the help. I can simply say, how can I help you? So in a traditional role, I would have limited opportunities to work with my students once they're actually in the workforce. In this role, I get to play a small part in helping create the systems that support them through their first few years of teaching.
The CoStar Chair has facilitated a great deal of enhanced opportunities in my research. CoStar itself is a repository of real estate information and data, and that data is essential to much of the research that I do today, and I have, by virtue of this title, been granted access to a great deal of it. We're allowed to utilize that in our real estate classes with the students. That gives them immediate and real-life access to data on which they can pursue additional problems and answer questions in the classroom. Universities have to avoid the tendency to become insular and disconnected from the local community. Those relationships are essential as we build bonds and create opportunities for our students to grow and create opportunities for the local community to be part of our intellectual enrichment opportunities.
I am very excited to make this video of thanks, particularly to Signe Langschalt and the Langschalt Foundation.
I would like to thank all of those who have given over the last years to the Center for Public Policy, both financially and of their time.
This professorship has allowed me the opportunity to expand the work of the Richmond Health and Wellness Program, touching the lives of some of our most vulnerable community members while we train students in the importance of addressing health disparities.
I'm personally immensely grateful for the Wrights and for the Roglianas and all of our other community partners. I think it's the secret sauce that makes VCU an unbelievable place to work, and I just couldn't be more grateful.
Our department set up the brand new makerspace and studios at the library over the last year, and we've been introducing our students to new technologies. I just wanted to say thank you for helping us to purchase the furniture that we needed to outfit this space properly.
A career in academic psychiatry has allowed me to conduct research that's made a positive difference for so many countless children and their families. And I'm grateful that generous people like the Wrights share this inspirational vision.
On behalf of all the members of our laboratory, I'd like to thank the Goodwins for their vision and generosity that has helped support our research.
It's been a pleasure to be here and a privilege for me to serve this university. And I want to thank all the donors who believe in us also.
Hello everybody, Senator Tim Kaine here. I wanted to offer my congratulations to everyone at VCU, my neighborhood university, for the success of your Make It Real campaign. Throughout my years in office, from Richmond City Council to mayor, lieutenant governor, governor, senator, I've seen time and time again how significant it can be for Virginia to have campuses like VCU that not only strengthen students, but help strengthen the surrounding communities as well. I look forward to seeing what you all accomplish next, and I look forward to many, many more years of working in tandem with Virginia Commonwealth University and its students and faculty.
Thank you, Senator Tim Kaine, for your kind words, and thank you to Paul Rucker for that incredible performance. In addition to helping people achieve success and pursue their passions, your gifts to the campaign supported VCU's pursuit of innovations. In this next segment, you'll see how VCU is better equipped to solve real-world problems and make breakthrough discoveries because of your generosity.
The Medicines for All Institute was funded through a series of grants with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation that are totaling about $40 million. Had we not had that initial investment from the Gates Foundation, none of this would have probably happened. And we're very thankful to them for that. But what it's done is it's created a platform for us, pulling other partners. We received an award with the federal government. We've embarked on a pretty ambitious effort to try and bring back pharmaceutical manufacturing back to the United States. What we really believe is that this whole effort is going to create a center of excellence in this region that's going to spur investments and job creation that we haven't seen in a long time. This idea about making it real is something that you can point to with Medicines for All, in that I'm not interested in laboratory curiosities. I'm interested in developing technology that's going to get out to the marketplace and do good.
The Wright Center serves as a center for clinical and translational research across the entire university. Our goal is to promote the translation of research from even the most basic levels to having an impact on the health out in the community. You can do a lot of research or even develop new medications, but if they're not used by the community, they really have no impact on health. The Wright Center led an effort to increase clinical trials and bring in new medications for COVID-19 that were carried out in the health system. We were able to get remdesivir for treatment for patients here for COVID-19, and for other medications that would not have been available if it wasn't for the clinical and translational research. Mr. Wright's gift to establish and name the C. Kenneth and Diane Wright Center for Clinical and Translational Research, I believe, was a major factor in our being awarded the renewal of the Clinical and Translational Science Award. So that's a $21.5 million grant from the National Institutes of Health. So I think without the philanthropy from Mr. Wright, I think there's a very good chance that the Center for Clinical and Translational Research might not exist.
The Da Vinci Center is a unique collegiate model that brings students together from across disciplines in pursuit of 3 areas of focus: design thinking, venture creation, and product innovation. In addition to academic programs, the center offers experiences to students outside the classroom that foster an environment of innovation and entrepreneurship on campus. Students at VCU are blessed with outstanding faculty and incredible facilities, but it's really that additional support that we get from philanthropic friends of the center that allow our students to have these enriching experiences. I'm standing here today in what will become the first of its kind student storefront in the United States. Thanks to our generous friends and Mark Hurrigan and Hurrigan Construction, as well as other philanthropic partners, this space will become a leading center for innovation. Students will have the ability to connect directly with the public and sell their products. And much like our student athletes benefit from outstanding athletics facilities, and our STEM students have laboratories and bench science, this is the hub where students will engage in innovation and entrepreneurship in a hands-on way that will blur the line between classroom and experience. The Da Vinci Center is defining what a new model of education will look like. Students from across disciplines engaged with their community partners in spaces like this one that bring everyone together in pursuit of what higher education can and should be.
The story of our inception as a center is proof of the impact that partnerships with the community can have. Our center wouldn't exist were it not for that initial group of community members. 12 years ago, there was a group of patients with Parkinson's disease. They were all traveling long distances to get their care. Recognizing that there was a real need, they organized themselves. This group of community members actually raised approximately $5 million to put toward the cause, and the School of Medicine here at VCU matched them dollar for dollar. A lot of our more innovative and exciting projects have been made possible through partnerships with community members and donors. Gary Rogliano and Power Over Parkinson's made a donation to our center to endow a chair. Through this endowed chair, someone will be able to develop the types of programs that will serve a real need within our local Parkinson's disease community that otherwise wouldn't be met. My colleague and I, Dr. Pretzer-Aboff and I, wanted to apply for a grant that required matched funds, and we were able to raise money through donations to provide those matched funds. We were able to get some, pilot data and then leverage that initial donor investment into what ultimately turned out to be an external grant from the Michael J. Fox Foundation.
SpaceX recently hosted a Hyperloop competition, and so we wanted to put VCU on the international stage by competing in this competition. The team was able to go from one out of hundreds or thousands of teams competing to top 20 in the world. And so we flew out to SpaceX's headquarters. We were able to talk with other teams that were also in the same boat as us, get advice from SpaceX engineers and how we could better design and build our pod. And then at the very end, there was an event where Elon Musk came out to speak to us. So there have been multiple ways that Hyperloop at VCU's team has been funded. Our team has focused on fundraising and talking with individual donors, corporate sponsors. Through VCU's Igniter crowdfunding program, we were able to fundraise for components on the pod, for traveling, for the students. Without people believing in us and without people donating funding for us, we would not have been able to get top 20 internationally, and we would have not been able to show that VCU could actually be one of these leading teams pushing innovation around the world.
Tonight, I'm here celebrating my 64th birthday with my wife, my 3 daughters, my 3 son-in-laws, and my 7 grandkids. New Year's Eve 2005, I was diagnosed with a stage 3 squamous cell carcinoma of the throat. I will never forget the day that I walked in the doctor's office. He said, "Mr. Emerson, I have very concerning news." And when he gave me the diagnosis, I remember asking him, "I'd like to know exactly what my chances are." He said, "You have a 50-50 chance of surviving 5 years." And you know, as I went through those treatments, I only had a few days that I really felt like I might die. And during those times, I was never afraid of dying. I was always afraid of what I would miss. And you know, when you look at donating money to Massey Cancer, the people that wrote the checks, they paid to save my life, made it where I could see all of my daughters married and all of my grandchildren born. The reason I write checks for Massey Cancer is I hope that the money I donate will go to save the life of somebody that you love.
Hi, my name's Jan Pasnak. I'm from Richmond, Virginia, and I just want to say thank you to all the donors for the Massey Cancer Center. I not only work here, but I'm also a patient. One of the things I'm thankful for is a center right here in town, so I can continue to be, you know, as normal as possible. So once again, thank you.
As VCU concludes the Make It Real campaign, I want to take a moment to share my gratitude to the physicians who made my care team. As both a patient and donor, I cannot express my satisfaction in my care and overall partnership with VCU Health. Specifically, Dr. Snyder and Dr. Beach within the Parkinson's and Movement Disorder Center have all been integral in my care. Upon diagnosis that I had Parkinson, I quickly realized I wanted to help others facing Parkinson's disease and form Power Over Parkinson's. After learning that POP's goals were very much in alignment with the center's goals, coupled with the exceptional care I was personally receiving, giving philanthropically and funding an endowed chair was a natural progression. The work being done at the center by the doctors, including Leslie Cloud and Bobby Hand, is pivotal within the neurological community, and we are truly so excited to be a part of it.
My name is Joy Heaton, and I was born in West Virginia. The words "make it real" are very personal to me. In 2009, I collapsed and was taken to a rural hospital where I was misdiagnosed. A friend urged me to go to VCU, where I was diagnosed correctly in the final stage of blood cancer. Today, I'm happy, healthy, and enjoying life to the fullest. Thank you, VCU, for saving my life. You truly made it real.
Thank you for the lovely performance and kind messages. I'm excited to be here in the new College of Health Professions building, which opened in March 2019. Designed for LEED Silver certification, this 154,000 square foot building brought the college's 11 units all under one roof for the first time in university history. Your generosity helped to enhance the interior of the facility with equipment, technology, and resources that allow students to receive a top quality education and prepare them for careers in healthcare. We are grateful to have transformative environments like this as a result of your support. Now you'll learn about several other world-class facilities at VCU that have changed the way we learn, interact, and conduct research because of your contributions.
Children's Pavilion is a beautiful space. It's light and airy, there's lots of windows. It really is inviting for children, and it makes their experience a little bit more fun while they're at the doctor. As part of our desire to incorporate dentistry into the greater healthcare model here at VCU Health System, there were plans to try to incorporate the pediatric dentistry department into the Children's Hospital of Richmond Pavilion outpatient building so that all outpatient pediatric services were within one building. The new clinic has all new modern dental equipment, including our ability to take x-rays within the clinic. We can even do 3D imaging with the equipment that we now have. The donations from the Children's Hospital Foundation and the Junior Board contributed to the construction costs for this clinic. Without those donations, construction would not have been possible. By opening this dental clinic in the pavilion, it really becomes the only space in Central Virginia where children can come and see any medical specialist or dental specialist that they need. It becomes a sort of all-inclusive building for children's care.
The Center for Compounding Practice and Research is a state-of-the-art sterile compounding facility that is one of a few of its kind in the United States. There are approximately 143 pharmacy schools in the U.S. There are very few that have sterile compounding labs, and even fewer that have a USP-compliant sterile compounding facility like ours. Sterile compounding in general has become a specialty. By us being able to provide that, we feel that our pharmacy students are much more competitive in the job market. Donor funds went for the build out of the facility and all of the equipment necessary to have the facility be compliant with USP standards. I would like to thank the donors for their support. It's because of them that we've been able to successfully educate over 450 pharmacy students over the last 3 years, and we've educated over 200 other healthcare providers. And that will translate directly to the quality of care that we're providing for our patients.
There are whole areas of research that really didn't exist at VCU before the Rice River Center was here. In 2000, a very generous woman, Inga Rice, approached VCU and wondered if we had any interest in acquiring a piece of property as a field station. The generosity that she has shown over these past, 20 years just leaves most of us speechless and just very, very grateful. Philanthropy is one of the most important factors in expanding the research profile of VCU. All of these facilities that support research were almost entirely provided by gifts from private individuals, corporations, and foundations.
We wanted to create spaces that reflected the new curriculum that we were developing. We needed to create a space that allowed students to work together in small groups, but also be able to come together relatively easily. The studios that we designed on the 5th through 8th floor of this building were designed specifically for that. We were very fortunate to have an over $25 million gift from Francis and James McLaughlin to help fund this building, in addition to donations from alumni and current faculty members of the School of Medicine. It comprises over 200,000 square feet of educational space. We have 2 floors dedicated to our Human Simulation Center. 2 floors of the building are also dedicated to the Massey Cancer Center Research Enterprise. And probably the highlight of this building are the 4 learning studios, which we're in one of them right now. I do remember walking in that first Monday, the 3rd Monday of March, prior to match day, and it was really just an exciting feeling to be in a new building, knowing that we had dedicated space for the educational mission of our students. It was very, very exciting.
It is vital to have a place specifically geared towards the behavioral health care of children and adolescents. The conditions we treat here are the most disabling ones in this country for youngsters. In fact, the leading causes of disability in young people are psychiatric. These kids really deserve a place where they have the best chance to do better. This is a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous new building. We have beautiful new inpatient units that are really quite comfortable, a brand new outpatient center, the space upstairs for research. You can see lots of light, lots of green space, all meant to not feel institutional, but a place where kids could feel comfortable. Philanthropy has been so important to the construction of this Virginia Treatment Center for Children. But philanthropy does more than just help create a space. It also creates an ethos, a spirit, a commitment. How vitally important it is to do this kind of work.
The support that we get for our program is some of the top in the country. You look around this building, there's very few programs or teams that have a practice facility like this. The first time that I walked into the BDC, I was just blown away. And our players, they joked around about it feeling like it was Christmas morning. When you want to compete at the highest level, you really want to be able to spend time on your game. It really allows so much more flexibility. We have our own court. Our players have 24-hour access. When we bring parents and we bring prospective student athletes in here, they're just amazed. The way that we can do everything is first class, and I know that that comes from the resources and the generosity of our donors. And one of the things that I think is really special about the practice facility is that the men's and the women's side are identical. And I think that says a lot about VCU and their commitment to women's sports. Some schools might just say those things, and then there are schools that really put resources into supporting, their women's teams, and I think that's exactly what VCU does.
Hi, I'm Biska Biombo.
Hi, my name's Destiny Cologne.
Hey everybody, this is Coach Rogers.
I'm Justice Sorokowski.
My name is Emma Kirshner.
This is Coach Riley with VCU Track and Field and Cross Country.
Hey Ram Nation, my name is Idiana Field and I'm a junior here on the VCU field hockey team. I am majoring in business and play on the women's basketball team.
I'm majoring in social work and I'm from Spain.
I'm in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I'm a senior, I'm a sociology major.
I'm currently majoring in exercise science and psychology.
I just want to thank all of our donors for your incredible generosity.
Since 1999, our practice facilities have gotten so much better.
And a huge thank you to our amazing donors.
I would like to thank you for all your support.
Without you, none of this would be possible.
I cannot thank you enough for your generosity and selflessness that have given student athletes like myself countless opportunities to succeed.
We're so grateful. The student athletes are very privileged and grateful to have you in their life.
I know the student athletes are appreciative. The coaching staff, the administration, we're all appreciative.
I know personally, I'm forever grateful to go out and do what I love to do every single day.
Obviously without you guys, it would be very difficult for us to do what we do.
It really does make such a big difference in the type of experience that we can offer our student athletes.
Without your support, we wouldn't be able to play the sport we love every day.
On behalf of the entire men's basketball team, I would like to thank our donors for all their support and contributions.
They made it possible to have our beautiful new baseball performance center.
We really appreciate and are very grateful for your generosity.
It's mean a lot to us.
So shout out to you donors. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Go Rams.
Go Rams.
Go Rams.
Go Rams.
Go Rams.
Go Rams.
Well, thank you so much for making us better.
Thank you for the kind words. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to VCU student Hudson Dizon to introduce VCU President Michael Rao, who will make final remarks and reveal the campaign's grand total. Hudson?
Thank you, Candace. My name is Hudson Dizon, and I'm a class of 2022 Criminal Justice and Homeland Security major. I am also a student donor and vice president of the student-led organization Students Today, Alumni Tomorrow. I am delighted to introduce Dr. Michael Rao, the president of Virginia Commonwealth University and VCU Health System. President Rao has led VCU since 2009. During his presidency, VCU has reduced the graduation gap for underrepresented populations while achieving national prominence for academics, creativity, research, and innovation. Under his leadership, VCU continues to educate and graduate more Pell-eligible students and first-generation students than its counterparts in Virginia. President Rao?
Thank you, Hudson. I'm so glad that you're part of the VCU family. You've got such a bright future ahead of you. I also thank all of you for joining us to commemorate the successful completion of our Make It Real campaign for VCU. You know, when we began this ambitious and important campaign 8 years ago, we were all so excited and inspired by the promise of what this campaign would mean for everyone at this university. Together, we set out to fund key initiatives that would elevate all of VCU and improve the lives and experiences of our faculty, our students, our staff, our patients, our care providers, our researchers, our student athletes, and members of the Richmond and Virginia communities that we serve, and of course, lots of people beyond. Together, we help more people by strengthening the innovations and the environments where they live, learn, create, discover, and heal. By funding scholarships, professorships, and endowed chairs, you've helped us to attract and retain the very best and brightest students and, of course, nationally premier faculty members. You've funded groundbreaking learning opportunities and innovative equipment that's already expanded the university's research capacity. And your support helped us to build world-class spaces and centers of excellence to offer our communities the very best environments for learning and engaging with each other. We've done all of this and so much more. We've done it together to make it real for our students, for our faculty, our patients, and our staff. A very special thank you goes to our hardworking campaign committees who have provided expert leadership and great vision that helped make this campaign the success that it is today. We also honor the important contributions of those who are no longer with us, like Ken and Diane Wright, Bill Royal, Lou Harris, and True Luck. These are all just exemplary leaders and wonderful friends of this university whose vision, giving, and service made lasting, lifelong impacts on our community. Their memories will live on through their unmatchable legacies. Finally, I am proud to announce that we have surpassed our goal of $750 million. Together, we raised more than $841 million, more than 112% of our goal. This includes 340 new endowed scholarships, 54 student support funds, 62 endowed professorships and chairs, 33 endowed faculty support funds, 43 endowed research funds, and nearly $122 million for new or renovated facilities. In total, 113,203 donors contributed to this campaign. That's a phenomenal record. We achieved this unprecedented feat because of you and the transformative support that you provided. You've elevated VCU now to new heights that might never have been imaginable without your visionary generosity and your wonderful leadership. Thank you. And now, to help us celebrate, please enjoy this special performance by the No BS Brass Band, a nationally known brass band that was co-founded by VCU Arts alumnus Reggie Pace. Please enjoy this great performance, and thank you so much for all of your great historical support at this institution, and of course your support for the people we serve.
As we conclude our event, I want to thank you again for your heartfelt support of VCU and the Make It Real campaign for VCU. To learn more about the impact of the campaign, we urge you to visit our website at campaign.vcu.edu. I hope you and your loved ones stay safe and well, And we hope you will continue to stay connected with your VCU family. Good night and go Rams!